Good morning, children. Good. How are you all? Fine? Okay, I'm fine too. Okay, so let's begin the day. Yeah, it's going to be something very interesting today. Let's see. I'll ask you something. Suppose you travel in a school bus. Yes? And there is a hefty child and a bossy child who bullies you. What will you do? Whose help will you take? Definitely, oh yeah, you're right, you may go to the teachers or you may go to some senior children, senior didis and bhaiyas. Okay. Then your family is in distress. Whom will you approach? Some problem in the family. Yeah, you're right. You may go to the police station, doctor, or sometimes the court. Okay. Who protects you when a country declares war? Sometimes when enemies attack your country. Who helps you? It's the soldiers. Okay. Children, do you help someone? Yes? Sometimes you help your partner in completing the work. Sometimes you help your mother when the maid doesn't come. So, how do you feel, children, when you help someone? Tell me, you feel very happy. You feel very, very satisfied when you help someone. Yes? So, children, I will paste I help board at the back, on which you will write an act of kindness or in whichever manner you help someone. Okay, we'll read it every day and feel happy about it. Okay, children. Now before I start, it's story time. But before I start the story, you should know what is an epic. A long poem that narrates the deeds of legendary people. It tells about the past history of the nation. You must have heard about two very famous epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Some of you must have seen, or your mothers watching these serials also on the TV. Yes? Now we will speak about Mahabharata a little bit because the story is from the story that I am going to tell you is including the characters from Mahabharata. So there were mainly the clan included the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The father of the Pandavas was Pandu and the mother was Kunti. And these these were 5 brothers, Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev. Now comes the story time. This story is about the 5 Pandav brothers. The name of the story is Mighty Bhim. Okay. So, due to certain circumstances, the mother, Queen Kunti, and the 5 Pandav brothers, they were in disguise. And they were not living in the palace, but they were roaming from village to village to find shelter. And they were not attired or dressed like princes. They were attired like Brahmins. In disguise means when you change your appearance to hide your identity. You don't want people to know who you are. So they were looking for shelter and finally they reached a village named Ekachak. There they were living. Now they were Brahmins, they had to beg for their food. So every day the 5 Pandav brothers used to go out and whatever they got, the mother divided into portions for all to eat. Now Bhim was very powerful and very strong. So he got the biggest portion, the lion's share of the food because his appetite was enormous. He wanted more to eat. He was as huge as a mountain. So he used to get a lion's share, but he was very strong as well. So one day, when the 5 brothers had gone for begging, Kunti heard the sound of crying from the neighborhood. She went in the neighborhood. Now it was a family of father, mother, children, and all were crying. And all were saying, no, it's my turn, it's my turn. The daughter was saying, I will go. The son was saying, I will go, I want to serve you. The father was saying, I am the head of the family, I will take the responsibility of going. So Kunti interrupted and said, let me know what is the matter. So she was told that there is a demon living at the outskirts of the village to whom in turn we have to send 2 buffaloes, carts full of food and 1 human being every day. And today is the turn of our family. Okay, Kunti says, okay. Kunti says, nobody will go. Today my They say, but it is our turn, why your turn, why your son will go? She said, not to worry, let my son go. Okay. So the next day, the same day, Bhim goes with carts full of food and he reaches outside the cave of Bakasur. The name of the demon is Bakasur. And there loudly called, Bakasur, come out. Bakasur felt so insulted, somebody calling me like this, how dare. He was furious. But Bhim sat in the corner and he started gobbling the food that he had carried with him. Meanwhile, Bakasur came out and he kept, he uprooted many trees and he kept hurling at Bhim, but nothing happened to Bhim. Finally, Bhim finished all the food and then he stood up to fight with Bakasur. Both of them had a bitter fight. The sky trembled, there were clouds of dust. And finally what Bhim did, he lifted Bakasur and he hurled him in one corner and there Bakasur lay lifeless. So this is the story, children. I hope you must have enjoyed. Okay? Now let's do some exercises related to it. For this we have to understand the vocabulary, the new vocabulary that we have come through in this lesson. I told you the meaning of disguise, children, where you want to change your appearance to hide your identity. Okay? Then appetite is the quantity of food that you can eat. Okay? Enormous is huge, big. Slay is when you kill. Who killed whom here? It was Bhim who killed Bakasur. Furious when you are very angry. Uproot is when you pull something. The trees were uprooted during the fight. Struggle is when you fight for something, Hurl is when you lift and throw with a force. And lifeless is either dead or you lay somewhere motionless. So now children, we are going to make sentences. But here we play a game. We unite two words together to make a sentence. Suppose we can make a sentence with enormous appetite, hurled and lifeless, furious and slay, struggle and uproot. I'll give you an example. Suppose for enormous appetite. Children, can you help me? Who has an enormous appetite? Yeah, an elephant. So that's related with it. The elephants have enormous appetite. Very good. Okay. Okay. Let's make one more. Hurl and lifeless. The fisherman hurled the lifeless fish from his net. Okay? Now, there are certain phrases also in this story, children. We came across the lion's share, a blade of grass, cloud of dust, sky tremble. So let's make a few sentences. Can you help me? Okay, let's first make for lion's share. Here, who got the lion's share? It was Bhim, because he had an enormous appetite. Okay, my brother is very bossy and he always takes the lion's share of cake in the birthday party. Okay, we make for, say, dust, cloud of dust. Okay, a fleet of cars left a cloud of dust on the muddy road. Okay. Now children, in this story, there are two very meaningful words, powerful and strength. Yes, the power you have, your ability to do something, and you are strong. But there are two characters, main characters in the story, Bakasur and Bhim. Bhim used his power and strength for something good, for helping people, and Bakasur used to harm people. Yes, so if you have something good, you should help others. If you have the ability to help others, help them, do not harm them. Okay? So, let's recap, let's have a quick recap. What all have we learned today? Yes, we could read the lesson well, we enriched our vocabulary, we could make good sentences, we could understand the story well and could attempt the question answers. We also developed a life skill of helping others, doing acts of kindness. Then we also learned that use your ability, your strength to help others instead of harming others. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.